Sure, there's a high possibility you grabbed your phone at least once while viewing Nickelodeon channel to see how old is that person. Because let's face it, estimating a celebrity's age is much more complicated than it used to be, and given current diets and wellness trends, it's just going to get more difficult. This video is brought to you by Answerly, a question platform that pays you for adding high-quality answers on different questions. The users are rewarded in Answerly tokens, which they can easily convert into dollars or any other cryptocurrency by using one of the exchanges mentioned in the description. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we will be talking about the top 10 Nickelodeon stars who are way older than you thought. There is no doubt that most people try to look as young as possible, particularly in the film industry. While there's many celebrities who have aged gracefully, there are a few who appear to have stopped aging. In reality, several celebrities appear much younger than their actual age, as if time had stood still for them since their breakthrough in the field. Either way, some iconic faces are truly ageless or simply from their genetics. So today's list is all about those Nickelodeon stars who definitely don't look as old as they are, and they could easily get away with cutting numbers of years off their age. So without further ado, let's get started. Top 10. Danielle Monet on Victorious. Victorious is a popular Nickelodeon sitcom. It's featured a slew of well-known young performers including Victoria Justice, Leon Thomas III, and of course Ariana Grande. Except for one, all of these actors were clearly age-appropriate for the parts they were cast in. On the program, Danielle Monet played Victoria Justice's dramatic big sister Trina, but selection may have grown a little more flexible as the birth age got older. Sure, Trina was meant to be older, but she was also supposed to be in high school, right? Monet was just 21 years old when she took the role. It's not a huge stretch of imagination, but it's still astonishing. Anyway, before we proceed, make sure to smash the subscribe button, click the notification bell right now for you cannot miss out the remaining Nickelodeon stars who are way older than what you think. Don't skip the video and keep on watching. Next up, Top 9. David Del Rio on The Troop. This one's a little different. Why? Because he's the quiet one on the list. Actor David Del Rio plays Felix, the school nerd in Nickelodeon's comedy series The Troop. Wishes he could tell the rest of the school about his involvement in The Troop, a squad of crime-fighting and monster-hunting youngsters, in order to get some street cred. But he's compelled to keep it all to himself. And that isn't his only secret. Del Rio was about 22 years old when he played the geeky young adolescent. Because the majority of the other performers were teenagers or under the legal drinking age in the United States, that makes Del Rio stand out in our view. Top 8. Stony Blyden on Hunter Street. This amusing and mysterious teen Nick sitcom depicts the escapades of 5 foster kids as they attempt to locate their missing parents. Max, a teen who joins the family at the start of the first season, is among the charming misfits. Max, played by Stony Blyden, is street smart and cool, appearing smart beyond his 15 years. Although Blyden appears to be young, he was about 24 years old when he first played Max. Unbelievable, right? There's more to go. Top 7. Grace Gummer on Gigantic. Grace Gummer plays Anna Moore, the 17-year-old daughter of famous actors John and Jennifer Moore in Gigantic. Gummer is the child of an actual mega-famous actress Meryl Streep, so it's a nice bit of smart choice. Even while the made-up parts of this casting make some sense, you might be shocked to know that Gummer was a little older than 17 at the time. She was in fact 24 years old. Likewise, many of the actors on this delightfully soapy program were a little older than expected. Top 6. Jolene Purdy on Gigantic. Jolene Purdy is best known for her roles in the cult classic Donnie Darko and as Stephanie in Orange is the New Black, but many people are unaware that she portrayed the best friend of 17-year-old it girl Anne Moore on the teen Nick sitcom Gigantic. How could Purdy portray a teen in 2001's Donnie Darko and then also play a teen in a show that debuted in 2010? You might be startled to hear that Purdy was in her mid-20s, around 26 or 27 at the time when she starred on Gigantic. Don't worry, she wasn't the only one. We still have more Nickelodeon stars to go. Top 5. Erica Fong on Power Rangers Samurai. What's the story behind these Power Rangers? They must be utilizing their forces to make themselves appear much younger than they really are. For we would not have imagined this one. Erica Fong portrays Mia Watanabe, the pink samurai ranger in Power Rangers Samurai. Mia is as carefree and young as the rest of the training samurai. Although Fong was only about 25 years old when she took on the role, She, like Naji de Tiega before her, adds a new perspective to the part despite being a little older than you might think for a young people's show. Well, we just hope she's willing to share his skincare routine. Top 4. Ryan Rotman on Gigantic. Now we have our final Gigantic member in our list. Do you still remember when Grace Gummer was over a decade older than her role Anna Moore, who was 17 at that time? Apparently, the producers decided it was appropriate to cast an older love interest as well. Ryan Rotman plays Joey, a normal middle-class boy who falls in love with Anna. Of course, the typical drama of a rich girl, average guy relationship follows. Rotman looks a lot older than his co-stars. He has the physique of a huge, hefty 26-year-old, which, to be fair, he is. Yet, if they were going to lean on the older side with this cast, we're pleased they did so consistently. Top 3. Najee the Taj on Power Rangers Samurai. You expect to see teenage or child characters when you watch a Nickelodeon show. In general, Nick does an excellent job of ensuring that their casting is age-appropriate. But every now and then, someone slips between the gaps. So it's with Power Rangers Samurai, the 18th season of the Power Rangers franchise, which follows youthful fighters who must assume the ancient mantle of the Samurai Power Rangers. Kevin, played by Najee the Taj, is one of those fighters. He appears to be rather young, but don't be fooled by his youthful appearance. When he appears in this Teen Nick show, Najee was around 26 years old. Frankly, we demand all of these stars to reveal their skincare tips right now. Anyway, next in this list, top 2. The Big Time Rush Boys on Big Time Rush. Who doesn't enjoy a good boy band? We absolutely do, and we're particularly fond of a boy band with a TV show. When Big Time Rush first aired in 2009, the primary cast was practically all of the same age. Kendall, James, Carlos, and Logan were all in the 19 to 21 age range. However, as the show progressed, the characters remained trapped in the young's fantasy, while the performers predictably grew. By the end of the show, the boys were all in their mid-20s and still portraying teenagers. You can't stay youthful forever, but would still love and miss Big Time Rush. And last but not definitely the least, top 1, Jerry Trainer on iCarly. On the iconic series iCarly, we all know Carly's silly but adorable older brother Spencer. Spencer acts as Carly's legal guardian, so we often thought he was clearly older than her, at least enough for him to take care of her. However, actor Jerry Trainer had such a youthful, fun-loving spirit that it was difficult to believe he was older than 25. So strongly consider. Trainer was roughly 30 years old when the program first aired in 2007, putting him around 35 when it ended in 2012. That also means he was around 15 years older than his younger sister in the setting of the program. What a gap in ages! As many Nickelodeon stars look almost aging backwards, it seems that Nickelodeon may have discovered the fountain of youth. This is indeed a plethora of babyface celebrities. They obviously convince us that they're much older than they actually are. So guys, what do you think of these stars' routine? Let's know your thoughts on these top 10 Nickelodeon stars who are way older than you thought in the comments section down below. If you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. To learn more about Answerly and Answerly tokens, check out the links in the description.